some ideas behind that. Disciplines, again, are a network. If you zoom to this picture in your notes, you will see that disciplines are all connected. And it's easy to connect your discipline with other disciplines because they all serve knowledge from different perspectives. Don't study a legal issue without looking at the social aspect and so forth, and the political aspect. Because law is not just law, it's also politics in a sense, and policy in a sense, and so forth, and economics in a sense, and so forth. Therefore, the objective here is to reconstruct academic disciplines via the phenomena-based studies. And this is the objective of this new phase of this whole institution, IPSA, and the work that I personally do here as the chair of Opposite Studies, is to work on the reconstruction of the academic disciplines, including the Islamic disciplines that we study here, into a phenomena-based approach, so that we can build more and more stages of this university in that sense. So we have studies that are revolving around phenomena and revolving around multidisciplinary themes, rather than studies that revolve around your good old management and economics and accounting and medicine and engineering and so forth. So here you're talking about social justice studies, governance and peace studies, environmental studies, halal studies, awqaf studies, technology, entrepreneurship, civilization and culture, Islam in Africa, Islam in East Asia. These are multidisciplinary studies by definition. So when we study here Islam in Africa, we're studying language, we're studying history, we're studying economics, we're studying many things in order to study Islam in Africa. In order for a student to be specialized in Islam in Africa, for example. Or if you study social justice, you're not just studying economics, because social justice question is much wider than the economic question. It has to do with policy and politics, it has to do with culture and psychology and so forth. And therefore, when you study these themes, you are actually reconstructing disciplines. Finally, which I will start next time, because this is a long story, applied scholarship or developing plans and programs. It's very important that when we deal with organizations, that's why I would like to discuss it next time, because I put some lots of ideas here. When we deal with organizations, it's very important to train ourselves to deal with complexity. Organizations are complex, and to approach the topics via purposes, and to have a philosophical view about concepts, because an organization is made out of a number of concepts. And these concepts, it's very important to analyze so that you can develop the organization. So if you are into the applied scholarship, or ijtihad al-tatbiqi, this is very complex. It could be even more complex than the tafsir and hadith, because you are dealing with concepts that are new versus the concepts of the Quran. Groups, new definition, classification of humanity that is different from the groups of the past. It's very important to deal with history and understand history. You cannot really manage organizations or do policy on a state level without understanding the history. And as Muslims, we really don't study history much. And if we study the Islamic history the way, remember a lecture on history, we study the history of